And what about this? What about this vaccination stuff? I mean, there are still people in your state, in Victoria and in New South Wales, across Australia, who cannot work because they're not vaccinated.
The minute those drugs were shown not to stop infection and not to stop transmission, all of the coercion lost any validity, if it had any at all. I was against these draconian measures from the start. People from the beginning were willing to do, to separate. We were all on board at the beginning, but they just became so draconian so quickly, and it was illogical and ridiculous. And to see them shaft through a whole bunch of laws in Parliament when everyone was locked down, we got abused. That crisis was totally exploited, and it's destroyed trust in the government. And yet again, we didn't go through World War II and all the way through the Nuremberg Trials to throw out every single principle that we supposedly learned about bodily autonomy and government power for this.
Amazing. Hey, I know what you're saying at home. We know who the leader should be. I just want to come back to one thing before you go. You see, this is the crisis in the political system. Moira Deeming wanted to run, I may have this wrong, but I'll check it with her, in the last year's federal election as a Liberal candidate for the federal lower house seat of Gorton. Moira, is it true that you were told that Scott Morrison's office believed that, quote, negative media coverage of Deeming's hardline social views could distract from Morrison's campaign, so another candidate was chosen? Is that right?
I was told indirectly that because I had not supported the mandates and the lockdowns, that was why. It got spun later. They said it was about safe schools and my other social views, but that's not what I was told. I was told that it was because I was not on board with the mandates.
But if the public could hear what you've said tonight, I'm telling you, this is the problem, because the media totally misrepresent this woman. If the public can hear what she's saying tonight, they're cheering out there. We need someone to articulate these positions. And what is it? Just before you go, Moira, what is it about the Liberal Party? They can't seem to tolerate different opinions, different viewpoints.
Well, they tell me they agree with me in secret, so I don't know if it's about that. I think I've been told.
Yes, that's right.
So I think it's a courage issue. I think they know what's right, and it's a courage issue. So I just wanted to clarify one more thing. I am pro-life. I've actually never put my views on the record ever about euthanasia. And when it comes to pro-life issues, I would never, ever send a woman to jail for that. I'm pro-life. And I've never once mentioned it in Parliament. So one of the things that has happened to me, I think, in the Liberal Party is that they've superimposed the personality of the person who held this seat before me and put it onto me. And I agree with a fair few things, that on issues, but people haven't taken the time to get to know my nuanced positions on these issues. They don't know why.
Aren't people entitled to a viewpoint, or do we all have to shut up and agree? I mean, we're not China. We're not China. We need spirited, healthy and informed debate to come to the right answers. That's the way we should operate. But we surrendered all those freedoms during coronavirus, and we owe more, it seems to me, to China and Russia than we do to a democratic society that we are supposed to be. I understand you were beaten where you, the parliamentary vote was 18 votes to 11, was it, to knock you out?
Might have been 19. I mean, I'm just completely cut out from everything, so I don't know what's going on in there. I just see the little bits on the edges. So, look, we obviously need to get ourselves organised in terms of what we believe. What's happened to me is really, it's that lightning bolt moment. What do we believe as the Liberal Party? I'm centre-right Labor, really. I am the exact cohort that the Liberal Party needs in order to win. I am female. I am part Maori, so multicultural. I am working class. I'm a teacher. I am between 35 and 55 years old, which is the exact cohort we were told they don't understand and they don't know how to get them to get their vote. That was at a coalition conference when I first became an MP, day 1 and day 2 of being an MP, and my hand shot up and I said, I'm right here. I will tell you what we want. I am that voting bloc.